वेलकम स्टुडंट्स. लास्ट लेक्चरमध्ये आपण ॲनिमल किंगडम हा पार्ट स्टार्ट केलेला आहे. त्यामध्ये आपण बेसिस फॉर द क्लासिफिकेशन क्रायटेरिया हा मुद्दा पाहत होतो. त्यापैकी पहिला जो मुद्दा होता दॅट इज ऑर्गनायझेशन ऑफ बॉडी टिश्यूज, म्हणजे टिश्यू लेवल ऑर्गनायझेशन आहे, सेल्युलर लेवल ऑर्गनायझेशन आहे. या पद्धतीने ॲनिमल्सचं डिवायडेशन ऑर क्लासिफिकेशन. सेकंड, टाइप्स ऑफ सिमेट्री, असिमेट्रिकल, रॅडियली सिमेट्रिकल और बायलॅटरली सिमेट्रिकल, हे त्याचे आपण काही पार्ट्स किंवा पॉईंट्स पाहिले होते. तर आज आपण थर्ड पॉईंट पाहणार आहोत, दॅट इज एम्ब्रियॉनिक डेव्हलपमेंट. एम्ब्रियॉनिक डेव्हलपमेंट मीन्स we know that each and every animal is developing from the diploid zygote. That zygote will develop into embryo, and while this embryogenesis or the formation of animal from the embryo, there is development of certain embryonic layers, and depending upon that number of layers there are two types of organisms, diploblastic and triploblastic organisms. Diploblastic animals in which cells are arranged in two embryonic layers, they are called as diploblastic. Diplo, that means two, blast are the embryonic layers. Some animals in which the organs are formed or the cells are arranged in two embryonic layers, as the embryonic layers are two, the organisms are diploblastic organisms. The two layers are, the external layer is ectoderm and the inner layer is endoderm according to their position. Ecto is external, endo is inner. Example is सिलेंट्रेट्स, हे जे आहेत हे सगळे डिप्लोब्लास्टिक ऑर्गॅनिझम्स पाहायला मिळतात. अँड अनडिफरन्शिएटेड लेअर दॅट इज मेझोग्लिया इज प्रेझेंट बिटवीन ectoderm and endoderm. Instead of mesoderm, a undifferentiated layer that is mesoglea is present between these two layers, that is ectoderm and endoderm. Second are the triploblastic organisms. According to the name, tri are the three, blast are the cellular layers. That means the animals in which developing embryo has three germinal layers, that animals are known as triploblastic animals. The layers are, external layer is ectoderm, middle layer is mesoderm, and inner layer is endoderm. Here is the figure showing diploblastic and triploblastic organisms. The outer layer is ectoderm, inner is endoderm. But in triploblastic there is a red colored extra layer, that is mesoderm, whereas in diploblastic organism instead of mesoderm there is a undifferentiated layer, and that is known as mesoglea. But the actual layers are only two, ectoderm and endoderm, so that organisms are diploblastic. Then fourth point is coelom. Presence or absence of a cavity between the body wall and gut wall, that is known as coelom, and that is very important in classification. The next point according to which the organisms are classified is the coelom, and if presence of that cavity or absence of cavity determines the type. The body cavity which is lined by mesoderm is known as coelom. Then what is coelom? It is a body cavity, but that is lined by the middle layer, that is mesoderm. It is called as coelom. And there are three types of animals depending upon presence or absence of coelom. There are three types. Number one is acoelomate. That means acoelomate, A is absence. Animal does not possessing coelom, they are called as acoelomates. That means animals that doesn't having the body cavity. Example is up to Platyhelminthes, Then pseudomates, when body cavity is not lined by mesoderm, the mesoderm is present as the scattered pouch in between endoderm and ectoderm. युजली ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक ॲनिमल्स जे आहेत त्यामध्ये आपल्याला 3 लेअर पाहायला मिळतात आणि ही जी बॉडी कॅव्हिटी आहे ही ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक ऑर्गॅनिझममध्ये मेझोडर्मनी लाईन असते and mesoderm, it is present in the form of scattered patches in between ectoderm and endoderm, and such organisms are known as pseudocoelomates. Pseudo, that means it is false. That means the organism showing false cavity in the body, they are known as pseudocoelomates. Example is Aschelminthes. Here is the figure. Last one, C is the figure of a coelomate. There is no any body cavity, whereas the B point, it is the pseudocoelomate and A is the coelomate. That means correct or true body cavity is present. Coelom or the coelomates. The animals possessing true coelom, they are known as coelomate. In a coelomate there is no any body cavity. In pseudocoelomate body cavity is present, but that body cavity is in the form of patches. And number 3, coelomates, where there is a true cavity present. And the examples are annelids, arthropods, echinoderms, hemichordates and chordates. Now 5th point is segmentation. In some animals, the body is externally and internally divided into segments with a series of separation of at least one organ. There are some organisms in which body is divided into number of smaller segments, and that is known as segmentation. Example is earthworm. This pattern is known as metameric segmentation, or the phenomenon is known as metamerism. What is metamerism? That is the presence or absence of repeatedly that segments, if they are present externally and internally, then that type of segmentation is known as metameric segmentation, and the phenomenon is known as metamerism. Number 6 is notochord. Notochord is mesodermally derived rod-like structure that is formed on the dorsal side during embryonic development. In some animals it is known as notochord. That means notochord is derived from mesoderm, and that is derived in the form of rod. It is rod-like structure present on the dorsal side of the body. It is known as notochord. The animals with a notochord are known as chordates, and those animals which does not have notochord, they are called as non-chordates. Means chordates, they are having notochord, and non-chordates, they doesn't have notochord. Here is the flow chart. Kingdom Animalia. Level of organization is cellular level and tissue, organ and organ system level. In cellular level there is only one phylum, that is Porifera, and in tissue, organ and organ system again there are 3 separate points. Tissue level is different, organ level is different, and organ system is different. But again in the form of symmetry, radially symmetrical and bilaterally symmetrical organisms we will see. In radial symmetry there are 2 phylum, Coelenterates and Ctenophora, whereas in bilateral symmetry there are again number of phylums. The body cavity or coelom. In first point there is no separation or classification according to body cavity. Directly a coelomate, pseudocoelomate and coelomate, these types can be studied. If there is group of organisms, they are having tissue or tissue level organization, but in the form of symmetry they are bilateral symmetrical. Then a coelomate, that means the body is without body cavity, they are platyhelminthes. Then pseudocoelomates, they are aschelminthes. And lastly, coelomates, they are annelids, arthropoda, mollusca, echinodermata, hemichordata, and chordates. In this way, number of phylums are classified according to the basis of classification. Here are some questions. Okay.